What's up, everybody? Doing a little bit of planting and tillage on Midwest Horizon. Decided to come back and start another save on this map. Take a break from building my Iowa map. If you saw the last video, you know I'm building a 16x map based on Des Moines, Iowa. Got a lot of progress done, but been working on it for like 2 months solid, and just wanted to take a break from editing and building a map, so decided to start a save on this map and play for a little bit. I think I got my issue with the save figured out, because I know I've been trying to do like a save game and throw it up on the YouTubes, but I keep having this issue where when you back out to the main screen and it saves, it just wants to circle of death, and then you have to close out the game, and then it deletes your save game completely, and then you have to dig out a save backup file just for the save backup file to do the same thing. So I know there's a bunch of other people and like custom modding group and a couple other groups having the same issue. People posting about it almost every other day. Hey, this is happening. I'm getting the circle of death when I try to save my game, and then I end up losing my entire save game. What's happening? And I guess it's coming down to a mod conflict, is what a lot of people were saying. So I took out quite a bit of mods that I didn't play with or never really used, so maybe that'll help. I took out the death pack as well, because I think the death pack and the center of gravity are really screwing a lot of stuff up, because I know the center of gravity used to make my 715 quad track literally just, you could not even be driving it and it would slide sideways, and you wouldn't even be moving, it would just be sliding for some weird physics reason. So I took out center of gravity, and that seemed to fix that issue with it sliding randomly. So this is the farm right here. I decided to use the in-game, or the bins that come with the game, I guess you could say. Decided to use those. We got like a open stall shed kind of scale house. Little shed over there. Grass in the middle, farmhouse fence, cold storage building, and then a shop, fuel tank. It's not a bad farm setup. This is actually probably the first time I've ever said that really about a farm, that like a make-believe, just place it down farm that I've come up with, which is this one. That's actually probably the first time I've ever just randomly placed buildings and put the driveway in, and it actually looks good. Usually a lot of times I put it down, and then after a while I just don't like it anymore, or it doesn't flow very good. So you got this guy digging up, and this is oats. This guy's digging up. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is with this map, but all it wants to spawn in is oats. Like every field it spawns in is oats. I don't know. I cannot figure out why it does it either. I know there's a couple other maps that do the same thing. They'll spawn in just like high moisture corn, or they'll spawn in just one crop for the whole map. I don't get why that's happening. But it doesn't really matter, because I just come in and plant whatever I'm going to plant, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I kind of jacked up my my save a little bit, because I fast forwarded too far, and then I tried to back up, and it advanced my year to year 2. So I'm kind of off a year, because it jumps to year 2 when you use the developer tool and do it that way. It is what it is. It didn't mess anything up. It just changed the year. I think the problem with this map, I can't figure it out, is the flickering. It does. My map doesn't do it. I know some other maps don't do it. So I don't know if I have a mod conflict in here or what, but I cannot get the flickering to quit. I took out the water plane in previous saves, and it seems to help some, but it doesn't take it completely away. So I've kind of just accepted it at this point. They never used to have this problem, so I don't know what it is, to be honest. But I've kind of just given up on it and just accepted it, like I said. And we got to drive down here and find our planner guy. Because his tank is empty. I got 2 diggers going behind 2 quad tracks, and then I got 2 planners, both behind 8RXs. So we got 4 tractors, 2 quads, 2 8RXs. We got an S790 in the shed. And he's in the middle of the field. I don't know if we're going to bring on a second combine for season 1 or if we're just going to use 1 for now. Even though I have 2 bean heads, or I have 2 draper heads. I bought a second one, so I guess we're going to have to get another combine. We might only run 1 corn head though, even though we have 2 carts. That's another thing, we got 2 carts for both these tractors. This guy's almost done over here, so we're going to end up moving him in a minute. I thought I was going to lose my mind last night. I was trying to, I was trying to fill these planners last night, and usually you hit N on the keyboard and it opens the covers on these tanks. Well, for whatever reason, these tractors, somebody has scripted in there, if you hit N, it opens up the back window on it. And somehow it was overriding the N function to open the tanks for the planner, and it was driving me insane because I thought something was wrong with my planner. I had a DB60 I was going to use, and I couldn't get the tanks to work, so I thought it was a planner issue. So then I bought these. These planners are doing these. This is the 1775 NT. These planners started doing it too. So I was like, what is going on? Like, I thought I was having a mod conflict or something, because that's usually what happens. And so I decided, I'm like, alright, is it the planner, the tractor, what is it? So I bought a different tractor with a different planner, and it seemed to work. And also, we still had one of these planners sitting up by the shop over there. So I bought another tractor and tried it, it worked, and I'm like, okay, so that now tells me that it's not the planner, it's the tractor itself. So I was looking through the controls or whatever, and I ended up remapping my my control to open covers to shift, right shift. I guess I could have just remapped the one to open the window for the tractor. I guess I could have done that, but so yeah, if you hit N, it opens up the back window, and if you hit M, it opens up the door. It's kind of dumb because you can't hit it again to close it. You have to literally take the mouse and actually close the door in the windows. But yeah, we're just rolling along here. 2 planters, 1 on each crop, 2 diggers. Hopefully my save does not start doing anything crazy. Hopefully I can actually keep playing on this map and I don't lose anything, no progress or nothing like that, because that's kind of why I gave up making videos for a little bit. Because I'd start a save, put 10 hours on it, and then I'd lose the game. I'd dig it up out of a backup file and then screw up. Also, it says autosave down there at the bottom. I also found a mod that you can put in and it autosaves while you're still playing. Like, it'll freeze up here for a second, and then in the right top it'll say autosave complete. Instead of backing out onto this screen and then it trying to autosave and getting stuck trying to save with the circle of death. So found that mod, seems to be working. I know some people say they've had issues with this mod freezing up, but it seems to work for me. So hopefully that helps, and hopefully taking out some mods I didn't play with also helped, because I feel like there was one of them in there that was causing issues, possibly. We shall see, though. I don't even know how many acres we're gonna end up farming here. Also, somehow my map got jacked up right here because I don't know why the farmland expands across the road like that. So I'm gonna have to go back in G and figure that out. So we got 3, 6, we got 8 fields so far. I haven't added up how many acres it all is. If I had to guess, it's probably around 400, 500, which isn't very much. Especially to be running 2 planters and 2 combines. 500 acres is a little small to be doing that much, but we'll probably expand here. I don't even know how much money I spent trying to build this farm. Way too much. Once I turn around, I'm gonna pull it up here in a second. I might pull it up. Because I did advance time, so it might not even be on there anymore. Pretty sure I spent like $20 million or something like that. Alright, let's pull up the finances here. Oh, it's got it in months. So we spent almost $12 million down there. Is this? No. Yeah, so $12 million down there. Another 4.7 in land. Construction cost was 2.1 million. Sold vehicles, we sold 2. That was me. Like I bought some other some Case Road Tracks and then a Case Planner and decided I wasn't going to use them. So I sold those, bought the 8RXs. New vehicles, I spent almost $7 million in new vehicles. So where you spent probably close to the 30 actually. I'm not going to add it up, but it was a lot. I can't wait to be on the new map though, on my Iowa map. It's still gonna take me a while to finish it probably, but it's gonna be pretty fun to play on. Big map. If you didn't see the last video, I definitely suggest you go check it out. Because most maps are either a standard size or a 4X. There's not too many maps out there that are 16x, and there's no Iowa maps that I know of that are 16x. If they are, then they're private and nobody's ever said a word about them. I know there's a Michigan map that's 16x, there's a couple Australian ones, there's some Louisiana map, there's a Canada or 2. I think there's only one, Red River 16. Spring Creek is based off North Dakota, and that one's actually bigger than the 16. That one's either 32 or 36. So that's a pretty giant map too. So yeah, there's no Iowa maps that I know of. Pretty nice planting tractor though, I'll say that. I wish that you could get like 30-inch belts on these. These are 24. You can get 30s in the back, but you can't get 30s in the front. The best you can get is a 24 in the front and a 30 in the back. This tractor right here has 24s in the front and 24 in the back. Because I can't get behind putting 30s in the back and 24s in the front. Like, the track width has to be the same size for me, front and rear. It just looks kind of goofy with the back being wider. But I wish you could get 30 inches in the front and back. I'm sure somebody could mod that in. But 24 works. I got rid of a couple tractors I wasn't using either. One of them happened to be another set of 8RXs, and the guy had the windows all tinted basically, except for the front one. He had a couple other options as well, like numbers and a couple other like weight options and stuff like that, but ultimately I ended up getting rid of them because I didn't like the tint on the windows. So ultimately I ended up getting rid of them. Or deleting the mod out of my folder. Got rid of some semis I wasn't using. What else? There was some other stuff, like implements. There was a couple other things that I got rid of. Because I didn't see the point of having it. I believe my other guy should be done. Yep. See, I don't know how that happened right there. I must have, when I was in the editor, I must have moved. Yeah, because you can tell it's... I guess I can dig it up off the road. This looks so ridiculous right here. I must have messed with the, when I was messing with the field dimensions, I must have accidentally messed with one of the corners and didn't realize I didn't fix it back. Because I don't even think if I went in the editor now and fixed it, I don't think it would change because I'm already in a saved game. I don't think it would get rid of that right there. But I got an idea what I can do here. We will just actually back it up. Back it up. Let's see here. Better. It's not perfect, but do I not own the land? Why can't I? Let's see here. I don't think I can own the... I don't think I can own the ditch. Will any spitty skinny piece? Nope, can't get it. Guess we'll just leave it like that. Not that big of a deal. That's one of the things in my map that I've done, is I've made it to where you can buy every ounce of the map. I mean, I could fix that and go in the editor and fix it around, even on this map, but I've already started a save game and I don't feel like starting over, so. But I made it in my map to where you can actually buy, like where the road are. I've made it to where you can actually buy that. So if you want to plow snow, you can, because I don't, unless you own the land, I don't think you can plow snow in the winter. I don't think it'll let you. I've never really tried, because I usually just leave the snow turned off. I don't usually play with the snow on too much. This guy go that way. This guy's still good on beans. I probably should have done an ender down here, but I didn't. I just hope he doesn't overlap into that other field over there, because we own that one as well. And they're supposed to be separate from each other. One's gonna be corn, one's gonna be beans. And I don't want the other one. He's planting beans, and I don't want him going into the field that's gonna be corn. And start planting that. I mean, realistically, I should probably just be planting. I should dig up that grass strip, and it should just be one big field, and it should be all the same crop. because it would make more sense from a logistics standpoint. It would make more sense. Be easier, but I was thinking we could do a throwback series where we only use like 80s equipment, where we only use 90s, 80s and 90s. We don't use anything past the year 2000, unless it was a piece of equipment that was made from like 98 to 2002, something like that. Only like if it was like already like in production in the 90s and then just bled into the 2000s, that would be okay. I've thought about doing that as well, creating a series like that. Kind of like a throwback series, I guess, or something like that. I know other people have done it, but I think it'd be kind of interesting. We need to do another end row down here, or continue it a little bit more. I didn't go all the way down because I didn't want to bother the digger tractor. But now that he's out of our way, we can finish doing this end row all the way down. I have 3 more days of school, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So then I won't have to, I'll be able to actually film videos again and be able to post them, because that was another reason why I kind of like been slacking a lot. Is I've been building that other map, so I've been basically on the weekends just straight up working on that map, coming home at night, working on that map. And I mean, there's not much you can really do in an hour at night. Maybe like put some grass down in the ditches and work on them a little bit, but as far as the town actually took a little bit of time to, and I'm still not done with it. But as far as like putting the road in and like getting like figuring out where the houses are going to be placed and stuff was it took a little bit of planning. I got the baseball field in. That town actually has like a park, I guess you could say, with a baseball field. So I did find a mod that it's a baseball field mod. I did find that, so now that's in. It looks pretty cool. I've put grass around the field, but I didn't actually put any grass on the infield because I didn't like the height of the grass, and there's really not much I could change about it. So it kind of looks like that over there. Just it's painted green. No grass on it though. It's just painted green. Just bare grass like this. But it still looks pretty cool. It's one of them fields where the bases have dirt around them, but the infield is mostly grass. And it has like the dirt around the bases and stuff. It's one of those fields which, if we're being honest here, I'm not a fan of those fields. Personally, I like the infield to be complete dirt, to be honest. I've never been a fan of the ones that are mostly grass. I don't know why, but I've just never... And there's not very many of them. I know the Blue Jays field in Toronto. I think it's still grass in the infield. It may not be. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen their field. But I think every other park in the MLB is dirt on the infield. I don't think there's any other than Toronto. I think they're the only ones that have grass, if they even still have it. I don't know anymore. Last time I checked, they did have it. But I've just never been a fan of it, to be honest. It just looks odd. And I like the dirt look way more. So, personal preference. And I only turned the player off. Whoops. At least I caught it early on, didn't drive halfway down and then realize it was off.